Hey guys, Diva Mom here. How's everything going with you? Everything is good here. So, the last time I came on, I told you guys about my failed lap band and that I was getting ready to start the um, steps to having my next surgery done. So, I have already started the steps. In fact, I have completed all the steps now. So, when I went to the bariatric doctor about 2 or 3 weeks ago now, he gave me the paperwork to start the ball rolling. If you don't know, in order to have the any form of bariatric surgery, you have to see a respiratory physician. So you have to go in for a what's called a PFT, which is a pulmonary function test. And then you have to see a cardiologist, and you have to also see a psych doctor. So I did all of those. I just completed um, my. I completed the psych one like a week and a half ago, and last time I talked to them, to the bariatric group, they hadn't received it. So that's what they were waiting on. They were also waiting for me to do a nutrition test. I mean, a nutrition class, because you have to do a certain number. Now, this depends on your insurance. So I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me tell you, because I'm going to tell you about that too. Um, Anywho, I did all of those. I did my PFTs. Everything looked fine. I did the psych test, sat down and talked on the couch. And I also did the cardiologist. Now, the one thing about the cardiologist was when you get to a certain BMI, if you haven't had a stress test done, they really prefer to have like a baseline stress test done. And as we all know, the stress test is the one that you get on the treadmill running, okay? So, my advice, if you have to do that, is to probably go and start doing the treadmill um, or walking or something like that. Don't let that be the first time you ever experience being on a treadmill. For me, I have been working out before, but because I had gone on vacation and the summer had happened, I hadn't worked out in a while. So I decided to go and get on the treadmill a little bit. You know, I was already going to start back my exercise routine anyway in preparation of the surgery. So I just started it and decided to go ahead and start doing that. And that way, when I did get on the treadmill for the stress test, that it wouldn't be as bad. What they do, they keep increasing the incline of the treadmill in order to get your heart rate. They want to raise it to a certain amount, and that is to see that you can sustain that level. If so, it would correlate with what happens during surgery. So that was the purpose. Like, without getting too technical, that's the purpose of the stress test: is how much can your heart take at certain levels. What changes does your heart go through? So that's what they're looking for. And they wanted to make sure that it's not any drastic changes where it could be life threatening or you showing any signs of heart disease. So, with that being said, you have to be on there for a certain length of time. The times will differ for each person. The intensity will differ for each person. Okay, um, because the goals are different for each person. So, so I completed that. And then I find out I need to go and do a nutrition class. Now, they give you like two nutrition classes. I had those when I got the lap band done. However, everything, if it's over a year, if you're going to do any kind of revision surgery type surgery, if it's been over a year that you've had your clearances, then 9 times out of 10 they're going to have you do all of the clearances again just for insurance purposes. So I had to go and attend another nutrition class. Now, with the nutrition class, they also talk to you about your insurances and things of that nature. One thing I found out was, which I don't remember them saying that last time, maybe because my deductible had already been paid, but depending on the type of insurance you have to make sure that your deductible is completely paid out before um, before you will be scheduled for your surgery, or you will be billed for that as a visit, because they want to make sure that you're at the top where the insurance will be paying for, your surgery. At least that's how it is here. Now, how it is someplace else, you would have to check and see how that works with insurance. Not only that, I also have a PPO, in network, out network PPO setup plan, so it'll work a little differently. But I did find out that I need to contact my insurance company and find out if I have any more of my deductible, family deductible, that needs to be paid. I don't really think I do, because you're already going through all those three physicians that initially, not to mention your regular physician visits that you normally take. So, and if you're a diabetic like me, you have endocrinologist visits as well. So, pretty much to give you an idea how that goes. So the nutrition class is a class they give you just like this folder, and then they give you about inside the folder is like a reality weight management, and it just tells you about what you should be eating and how your diet should start off, and how you're going to start to keep track of your food and your eating. And it kind of tells you about how to address eating outside, and even cooking and preparing your foods. It teaches you about how reading labels and what to look for within that. So this is in preparation of the 2 week diet that you have to do prior to the surgery. Now, that's also a little different between insurances. Yes, the bariatric surgery, you usually have to go on this 2 week diet in preparation for two reasons. The first reason is to shrink your liver so that they can have a clear picture of where they need to either place your band or where they need to cut for your BSG, or and your insurance company requires that you are monitored for a certain amount of time. Some insurance companies, you only have to do that 2 week diet thing, and you're okay. Some insurance companies, they want you to go 6 months of getting constant weigh-ins at the bariatric clinic in order to cover you. Some want 8 months. Some want a year. However, what you cannot do is go in and get weighed, say January, February, and March, and then forget April, and then come back in May, because then you have to start all over again. They want consecutive weigh-ins. So when I went in this last time, this was the first of the weigh-ins. So although they're going to submit to my insurance for the surgery, I may be called for surgery prior to going to the next appointment. If not, I have to meet that next monthly appointment, because they have to be consecutively done. So where I am now is I'm waiting for the site concept to come back and be sent to the clinic, and then the clinic will submit to my insurance company, and then we'll just wait for the clearance, and then they'll set you up with a date. The date is supposed to be, the way my clinic is at least 30 days out, 30 to 45 days out. I am looking to get in next month. It would be crazy to get in the same time I got it done 2013, because I did get this done. I had my lap band done in October 24th, 2013, and then I had it removed April 2014. So it would be hilarious to get this done again October 24th, 2015, to exactly 2 years to the date. But I haven't received a date as of yet. So what I wanted to come on was to tell you that I'm still going towards it. I've also gone back to the gym. So now I go to the gym Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. From like 3 to 5 or something like that, and then in the morning. This one today, I'm gonna be leaving in a minute, and I just been doing a workout, because one thing is, when you have your surgery, especially the vertical sleeve or anything above that, which is the only thing is the gastric bypass, you start to lose muscle mass while you're off because you can't do any kind of working out. All you can do or doing really is watching what you eat, but you're really not watching what you eat because you just got the surgery done. Your tool is working at this point because it's telling you what you can and cannot eat. Well, during that time, you do tend to lose a lot of muscle mass. So if you build up a lot of muscle mass prior to that, then it will be, very helpful for you. So that's what I'm doing now, building as much muscle mass as I can. Not only that, if you notice, when you have a lot of muscle mass, you tend to burn a lot more fat. So that's a benefit. So that's pretty much what I had to tell you and what I want to share with you today. I'll come back after